defensive side for Heretics, the pace being set by Liquid as the barriers are already up there away and on into the A site, already surrounding Mixwell and leaving him very much isolated. He has to hold on strong. One kill is good, but nothing more will be found.
Yeah, at least getting a trade. That's something. But by the looks of it, the attackers realizing they've lost their flank are actually going to start pushing a little bit more aggressively. Boo holding passively, waiting for them to attempt to reclaim Heaven, and in the meantime, Heretics spending a lot of time clearing out the flank.
Yeah, there's utility refreshing as well. You just saw the deep flash, the indication that Team Liquid are going to start moving all the way into Heaven. There's just been a wall off up top, so they're not going to compete for that control fully, still having players on site as well, and not worrying about anybody competing out of Heaven on top of them. I mean, it's easy peasy for Solkas, a nice clean setup in the post plant for Liquid.
He's looking at 5,500 credits playing into what will be a purchase in the next round. So I do wonder if maybe they're expecting to purchase up an operator or something as a counter. For now, at least, though, just looking to try and get in on that split. Now, the thing I do like with that Cypher is just the amount of information that's going to be had on the other side. Left. But it does seem like the two players on A site are going to have quite a bit to do.
A lot of high-value utility. That Paranoia even used up here to take Heaven control. There was nobody to be caught by it. With 20 seconds left, they're running into a stack. This is going to be a little tough to get that spike down on the floor. There's players absolutely everywhere. 12 seconds still. Boo just now being spotted. They know they've got company, but how are they going to get this one across the line? Yup, he's got to plant it. He's taking a double kill. That might have bought him enough space, and indeed it did. Into the 2v2 post plant. A flash used to try and get out. The slow keeps them in position, and this could be very bad. That Paranoia hit, but they're not able to deliver. Safe got both of them. Valuable information. You can see that they were toying around with mid as well, showing their guns, trying to get that shot off. That's literally all this early round was about, identifying where that op was, and now to deal with a site push. Boo has a bit of support, though. Coming through was Mixwell, but he's being dropped. Boo holding on the site. Again, another player is here to help him, and he dodged the Paranoia. There's players all around, but there's Zeke to help. Good double kill, great trade back, and Team Heretics seem to be finding success on holding a site. This has evaded them all game long. The short of a 1 versus 3 coming out from Redgar. This one seems to be locked down. 20 seconds left. Op trained in on him, and he's done well to do some damage. Still gonna try it, but one hell of a performance needed to pull that across the line.
Zeke is now going to be popped outside B, so this will tell them that this is likely to be that hit, especially now that the res has come through.
Yeah, at 20 seconds, they more or less have to commit with where the spike is at. They could try to hightail it. That's an awkward fight. And somehow, Safe has come out on top. Team Liquid can't take a step wrong. Zeke tries to force an error. 2 kills. And in many scenarios, that would be enough. But this time around, with just Boo left, he needs the kill on Nats. If he gets this, maybe a chance to fight back to the site. But if he is instead stuck in the middle of the entire enemy team, timinged on a peak as well, this could have been a terrible, terrible start to the round. But Team Liquid are able to bounce back and lose just a couple of shields. Now, the other thing that it's cost them is time. And map control as well. They don't know if B main is taken. They've got a passive hold on it, so it's not too bad.
Surely not.
But mid was taken, but he's committed.
This is matchmaking tactics. He has TP'd straight into the spawn, and now that's something they actually have to bear in mind, that this flank is coming through. Instead, the space being taken, wall going to be going up. I feel like normally you're trying to take a little bit more control, and that's where Solkas has gone through. It's still not expected, even with the use of the wall. He gets the kill onto Mixwell, and now Nats has all the information. He's going to get pinged up again. This might just be a freebie kill. In fact, almost getting a double, and it won't even matter in the end. Redgar basically just helped for rotation and
their control. They'll have a tough time doing it this time. Mid already lost, but look at the late play. Right on time, right on cue. Nats is coming down through mid and just spotting 2 with their back turn. An awkward duel to close it, but close it he will. Team Liquid miles ahead in this round, and no matter what, you cannot catch these guys off guard. It looks like they were ready from the get-go.
That's the thing. It's something that we've always spoken about with this sort of Liquid roster and having Nats in as an addition. Is he going to be able to thrive on that luck? This round is just perfect. Just basically patiently waiting outside that A site, rotates back, catches 2. I don't mind the attempt from Heretics to try and do something a little bit more audacious, and now they're pushing into a stack up of players again. Just so many people just waiting. And that's the thing, when you're running this double duelist, you have to take map control. You have to push forward. Unfortunately, they've walked into, well, every trap that's been laid for them.
Well, coming into today, you know, Split was a map that I think both teams will have expected to play.
Yeah.
I'd be hella surprised if Team Liquid didn't. But picking it, look, it's a confident statement from Team Liquid. If you come into a series with a map that realistically your opponents, they're happy to play, they're comfortable on, and you have other options, that's the key thing, and you still go for this, it's a risk. But right here, there seems to be next to no risk taken.
No, and that's the thing as well. Bear in mind, the only map that we've seen them play on this is that 13-2 victory over KC, which, okay, you're going to learn their comp, but you don't really learn anything about the map, because a lot of the time it was just them winning those individual fights, pushing around, getting aggressive. This time, though, Liquid's patience, slow play, has just meant that they've slowly picked this team apart. And well, I think that might be the first kill I've actually seen Kellogg's get with the Operator, and right now he's just trying to hold on to it.
That will be a challenge. You can hear steps all around. That first shot missed, and he's right into them. Redgar's classicked him. We'll be in trouble if that happens. Good paranoia. It's returned on, and the ult is even available. Redgar can just get out of dodge. He's gone to the back of the site. He's playing right up behind them, and they have no idea. They were caught by the paranoia. It's gorgeous from Redgar. Only one found. Has he distracted them long enough? His team rallying through heaven, but they're met by Mixwell. Evolva with one from afar. And finally, Team Heretics have found that second round. They took their time with it, but smoke's removed, paranoia gone, and most importantly, the site. They can now fight from multiple different angles. That push from safe was ambitious. It might have opened up a bunch of control for them, but instead, it's left them on the back foot. And look at the aggression out of Zeke. He's going all the way through. Mixwell's got two. That looks like it might be it. Heretics need this pistol, and now it's in their grasp.
Yeah, the remaining couple of players seem far from doing anything. Solcas, he's had a pretty decent game so far, but this would have to be one hell of a clutch. Time ticking away, 3 players playing at different angles, some elevated. He would have to try and isolate, and well, he manages one, but the double swing from Heretics. It walked straight into what is a 3-man stack right now.
And they're away. The blitz in, the blast back to right side, caught as well. No ground for Heretics. They are stopped in their stead, and it's safe for 4! Knocking them down on the way through.
Both teams realizing that there isn't a lurking behind, and Evolva just about managing to win that duel. A man advantage for Heretics.
Smoke going down in heaven. Again, this could cause problems. He could potentially sneak back across, and it's just going to slow your push. All the while, Evolva's just selling it as misinformation. That's really smart play, and I think even in the extra couple seconds it costs him, it makes it so hard. What is that from Nats? He's on the side already. 3v2, the advantage is theirs. And Team Liquid, they've managed to clutch these back again and again. Surely not. That flash is great, but Kellogg's holds strong. That might be the kill that actually wins them the round, that allows them to hold on to it. In fact, he'll have a few more chances, and 4 kills, matching that of his opponent. The same performance.
A little bit tentative on the other side, but winning this is not going to be easy. And I can only assume there's...
So winning this was going to be tough before Kellogg's got one tap.
Hey, Zeke's got a Zeke upgrade is gone. Wait,
yeah,
he just found it on the
that's
floor.
Great.
I don't know how he found it.
Do you remember how they won the last round, Tom? Who got a 4K?
There you
I can't
go.
remember. He's back. He's back and he's here to play. Okay. Team Heretics, 4 versus 3. B site control. Having Nats and Yumpy 2 flashes ready, this could be incredibly dangerous.
Nats has been unreal so far. The flash is decent, but Yumpy goes down for nothing. We've seen this man dance around his own utility many a time, but not this time. A decent clear out and leaving safe alone. He's got a Blade Storm. He's been feeling it all game. But I think they're going to have to make a mistake before he really goes for much more.
Yeah, that Blade Storm, look, it's safe, so maybe I shouldn't try get in his head, but I'm pretty sure he won't be using that unless you do get that kill.
If he got an immediate kill, he's in there,
instantly.
dashing into the side with a Blade Storm. But
before that body hits the floor, he would be on the side. But short of that, and short of someone just absolutely legging it into the open, this is how it ends. An attempt to save an op out of safe, and yeah, he's out. Look, it's just not worth the risk, right? Look, impossible to come out on top. On the dive through to side as well, so many open angles to consider. This Blade Storm's got to go huge, and it finds nothing. The geometry getting in the way. Good damage, though. Good damage from Nats. How has he gotten away with 2 on just a ghost? They make this competitive. It's actually winnable for Yumpy. 50 HP, a flash in hand. He's moved around with the wall. It's blocking him in, giving space, and giving the round with it. Look, it came. Oh, no! there was a moment. There was a chance. It was possible.
Tried a couple of times, and it seems like it's being watched already by Soulcast. However, he is under some serious pressure and going to take so much damage before he can really do anything.
Oh, great dash out as well. Just makes it so uncomfortable for the player that's actually on the site to get anything done. Late rotation as well from Safe. He's going to take a long time. He had pushed up in B main and got them a ton of information. And okay, great paranoia that leads to a kill. It's something. It's a building block, but there's still so much more to be done here with 4 alive for Team Heretics. Backside having a lot of presence, and then a thorn in the side of Mixwell sitting down in that cutout area. He's heard the drop. He'll get the kill. Oh, even the second as well, his 3rd in the round. Spinning on a dime to take down Safe. Must have been Spidey senses activated for that one. I don't know how he even thought to check that angle in time.
Under pressure in the majority of rounds. Now he's got himself the rounds. Now he's got himself the rifle. He is spotting all that info. First kill comes for free, and now he's going to reveal where the rest of them are. Has support coming from... Ultimately, Redgar's going to be forced off, and that res is there again.
They'd already used their paranoia to get up there, but Nats didn't give a damn. He just starts getting in their face, spraying through the smoke as they attempt to retreat, taking their map control and running. But they don't get very far. 3 men left standing on Team Heretics. Make that 2. Avova with a sliver of health. And he's trying to sneak his way in. The spike is on his back, and now it's on the floor. That should be it done. Boo is dealt with 13-8 on their own composition. Moving on into Fractured, Team Liquid defensive start, and that means they've got Kellogg's to deal with. He's already around the corner, but Solkus leaves him there. Well handled, good reveal as well. Nat's gonna look to punish on the way through, but no shots fired. Instead, Team Heretics get the site.
Yeah, they've already managed to turn this into a 4v4 scenario. Is the Tiger actually going to clear? I think.
Yep.
Zeke just basically tagged it. He just completely stuck in the mud. It's such an easy kill for Safe, and he's already got his nade back online. So he could try and section this player, or pushes him straight into Yuppie, and then Avova, well, good luck Avova. He's left into a 1v4. Yeah.
Some beautiful decision making, man. Safe. It's a round that they can very much compete in. But for Team Heretics, it does give them that opportunity to knock down the economy that little bit if they can come through here with a lot of success. Still, a buy would be faced in the round afterwards. Every little helps right here and now, and they've just spotted a player above, barely making it out alive.
Eventually they're going to get the kill. The reaggress has achieved absolutely nothing. A good stack up of players, solid utility to take as well. Like having the nano swarm to clear out the top side. I believe they also had an aftershock go through to clear out bottom. It's a nice execution from Heretics, and now they're just cleaning things up. Last man standing is Soulcast. Financially, not the greatest position for his team to be in, so he may just opt to hold on to the gun.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised here. In fact, I would be surprised if I see him diving in towards the site. Good damage was done. I think at this point, though, we are starting to look towards like the fact that Team Heretics have 5 guys online. Where can you go as Solkas? Like where you're going to reliably get exits, and there's so many avenues they can take it down through. Just better for him to hold on to this, have that little bit of extra cash injection coming into the next round, and well, maybe even they'll go for an operator early on a map like this. Though it ain't too common, and especially when Heretics are going to have tools at their disposal, like your Rolling Thunder. Straight away, Mixwell having this coming into round number 4 could cause a lot of damage and a lot of headaches for Team Liquid. Liquid are so passive, their adaptation
and the judge.
Exactly, the judge, right? But playing up in heaven the way that they are so far back, Redgar might have this opportunity now as they close in, because they, oh, the boom bot, that's a problem. They might not think he's here. That's the thing. And now he's fired off early. He pre-fired it. Unfortunate stuff. It could have worked out for plenty of dividends. But instead, they're caught. They're moving to south side. It might set up a lockdown, something like that. And that is perfect for these flankers. The timing here should be sublime as they make their way around that corner. And it's the spike that's sitting on this side. For these players, Safe, Nats, Redgar, they have got all the info they need, and that's the push stop. They've used their lockdown and got nothing for their trouble. Sure, a kill onto Yumpy, but they've got to fight back into main, back into the spike. Well, Safe just ran through, so never mind.
A 2v2 scenario, though. An opportunity here, especially with the spike down. It's going to be a little bit tougher for Heretics to try and get back into position. Paranoia, even just to delay them that little bit more. Let's see if they can clear the corner. Smoke might give a little bit of extra space, but Redgar's found the kill again.
And again, third in the round.
Again, they're actually just pushing all the way through A main, looking for where these players are coming from, and an instant ult as well, but a tasty shot from Avova.
Well handled. The team is blitzing into A though. The space taken from Heretics, and they're going to compete for Sands as well, much to their detriment. That's another player lost before the spike goes down, and it looks like they want to retake that control with Zeke coming around the corner ahead of the flash. But the dink was not enough, 10 HP still, and he'll hold on to Sands. They've got so much control now.
A few low HP players, but the spike planted. Zeke, oh, he's actually going to get the kill before the flash. Doesn't get anything more, but he was the man who was tagged, leaving it into a 2v2. Make that just 1v1. Yumpy trying to find out where that last man is, but Boo is just playing the time. He's been spotted, and he's even going to pre-fire on the way back through. That's so much information that they can actually start pushing back around. The problem is they haven't made that rotation into the B site. And because of the aggressive cam and this heavy lean into Dish, again, Heretics are basically just going to have a free B site unless Safe can catch something on the cross.
Yeah, well, that smoke blocked them out from really taking any peeks.
30 seconds left.
Any crazy plays. Late play, though, in through main. That's it for Safe, and he's caught them. Okay, one found. Rolling Thunder used. They're committing it all the way. The nade tries to keep them back. There's just nothing to be done. Well, that's something to be done, all right. Good shot from Nats. They're going to go back in here, try to retake the space, try to retake the weapons. But Solkis now is in trouble. Good return from him.
Even still, weaponry disadvantage of Redgar. He's actually just going to start this defusal, and Nats is just blocking. There's nothing he can do to actually deny this. The spam will achieve absolutely nothing as well.
Any ult they have can change around. It's not the same for Team Liquid, but they are coming in here with that Viper's Pit. And that's B-side lockdown.
Yeah, just blocking off that initial control. Tiger even going to spot that they're still trying to pressure in this direction. 4 players already here. Just heavy reliance on Nats to basically hold off the other side of the map. They are just slowly walking in.
Oh, that certainly wasn't expected from Redgar. Showstopper, it's looking the right way. Good night and sweet dreams to Safe. What a fantastic early round from Team Heretics, and well, letting it slip seems unlikely. They're running back into the A site, though, and it's Nats who's managed to sneak his way back around to Sands. He caught one a moment ago. They expect him to be around this area, but they've got to cover every single angle, and that leaves them open. The spike now on the floor, the ult pop for info, and Nats is just going to reposition yet again, catching off a 1v1 in main. It's close. The bullet's whizzing past Avova's head, but as Boo falls, he's forced forward. He has to take down Nats. They need this space. There's 20 seconds left, and Nats is firing on all cylinders. Just one man left. He's got the spike, but no chance when he meets this man. 5 on the board for Team Liquid.
Like, that was a lockdown to clear, and then they also use an orbital strike just to hold off those rotations. This is still a full retake, and they haven't bought that much time. They have got space, though.
This is why they wanted to use the orbital strike. They wanted to try to find some extra control elsewhere. Ult's going through Redgar while he's caught. Avova's seen him try to go through B main. At this point, all the angles are starting to close off. Nats in a super late play through spawn. Still hasn't made it past the halfway mark. That's how patient this guy is. And maybe Zeke will start to second guess it if he was up against anyone else. Still Nats wins the fight, but he's in a 1v3. Time is an issue. He's popped his ult. He's running forward. Maybe time's not an issue. He doesn't seem to think so. Honestly, I started to believe. Sometimes, most of the time thus far.
This is such an aggressive.
He's got it. Avova's so unlucky to be caught there just as he was peeking back around the corner. Now this blitz on a one-man lighter. One less target for Nats to take down, and look at that, there's a player beside him already. Good push out of Kellogg's. They've dealt with Mix well. That's dropping the spike and delaying the push a little bit, allowing for repositioning, and look at Safe right in through main. He's got his boom butt out. Oh, that's not what you want to see. Going back in for the angle as well. Zeke, I thought he might have caught Yumpy. That bullet was close. It whizzed by his head, but it didn't catch. And for Kellogg's, it's the timing game that he's won.
It's been such a back and forth. A 2v2 where trades have just been based off almost individual battles. Utility still a paranoia online, a smoke to try and isolate Kellogg's and leave Boo in a tough spot. He's had an amazing map so far, but they're gonna need him again. Cross being watched for and pulled out the shorty for Yumpy. Now it's left onto Kellogg's. Let's see what he could do here. Just dashed across. Well, completely blind. And in the end, it looks very easy for Liquid.
Yeah, I think that was his only chance. Once that paranoia hits, they could just diffuse it under your nose anyways. No need for that now, Yumpy. Get the little spray out. But there we go. He left. He's going to have to hope they push him with the shorty. Big play. It was already seen on the other side when Team Liquid made this A main push. Now the reward is there for Heretics. 4v4. Damage done.
What's happening?
Evolva's extremely low still, and I just want to see what he could possibly get done coming out of heaven with that shorty. Shots from afar should cause a lot of problems for him. There's a right click to take one down. Evolva. Just a sliver of health was not enough to hold on, and Team Liquid come barreling back in.
Finally being made, but all they have to do is try and deny their spawn. It's so aggressive, and he did let go, but he's still managing to stick it. The spam not going to stop Redgar, and they will keep this in a 3v3, but within seconds, it goes down to just 2.
Yeah, Redgar was never making it out of there alive, not in the game plan. Solkis and Safe, the last two. Very limited here, just a blast pack to play with for Safe. That wall, it was in play. It's not going to be having any impact. They're already past it. They've lined up for Solkis though. And with just a sliver of health left, Mixwell, he might not want to go for this anymore. Oh, what a devastating round. If you're in the Team Heretics camp, it looked like they had a moment. A flash in the pan as it transpired to be. A blast pack almost gets him. The bullets from...
Slowly start making their way through. Information, now that the tide is coming in onto the site, it's not actually going to tell them too much. And with Safe already desperately low, the nade's going to do so much. The aftershock combo as well. 25 seconds left on the clock, and they are being slaughtered. But a build kill for Yumpy might help them out a bit.
Like they still need to deal with Zeke, and they just can't get him out of that position. Eventually, the kill comes through. But look, 20 HP left on Safe, 5 on Nats. They are so low, and Yumpy... Well, he has the heal, but no chance to get that heal off. He's going to try. Oh, barely reached it, and it looks like he's got them. Yeah, you know, while the rest of the team over on Heretics are clearing out the map control, they're checking all their corners, and now they come up against full HP opponents who are willing to crouch peek them just like that. Kellogg's with an operator, and I don't think he fancies the 1v3. That's going to be 11 for Liquid. And again, reaching the home stretch, this time on their opponent's map pick, and already with a map under their belt. As we said, not a team that's likely to make the same mistakes we'd seen before, re-peeking, dry-peeking those angles.
Good stun.
Nate is good. Look at that. Redgar dealt with, and you see how confident Zeke was in the utility that went down to re-swing into the angle, to force the fight, and now to have that final 1 versus 1 fight to close out the round. Very well handled.
Snake bite to try and block up the retreat of Zeke. He's been fighting this position alone early, and in fact, he's actually going to use his showstopper to try and deter them here.
He
got Yumpy. Oh, that's brutal.
He was in the Tiger. He sent it in to try and find him. Instead, he got a rocket right on his head. The advantage, I mean, quite clearly in Team Heretics' hands right now. At 23 HP, Redgar's the last man standing. What a devastating round. Again, only the one ultimate used from Team Heretics. This is looking good on the way back in, and Zeke even covers it with a flawless kill. It's the utility that comes through that stops them from being able to provide the support they want to. Oh, that timing! That was gorgeous! Okay, Aftershock's gonna cause some problems. You are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they've actually used the Viper's Pit. Look how weak the buy is, and they're still throwing this in. Side control. They know that they haven't crossed because of that over to strike, but I think the steps will definitely be heard now. It's going to give an opportunity for Redgar to plant, but I think he realizes this needs to be for main.
The Molly, it's not going to hit him. It's a little too far past, so Redgar, he's alive for now. Yeah, they're buying time. That's what this ult is all about, buying time, running the clock, and allowing Yumpy to make it all the way through. He's still quite far away, though, and they're about to make the push happen. This isn't going to be ideal. If they lose that pit, everything could fall apart. They have to hold on site. Solkis just about clinging to life, and he goes down, but it's into the 1v1. This can still be one. Yumpy, 1 bullet away. Mixwell was so low, the decay was in. Rolling Thunder is dodged. That is gorgeous from Yumpy. 12 to 10. And this time they did use their ultis. They did use the Rolling Thunder. Safe. He's actually saved by the cabbage and the nade. handy stuff. That flash could have been devastating. Otherwise, they're looking to gear up for another push in, and Solkis already dealt with. The fights seem to be going Heretics' way, and they continue like that till Mixwell falls and the plant goes down. Team Liquid now sitting in a 3v3, spike planted, and full site control.
They still have lockdown. They've had it for such a ridiculously long amount of time, but the one man that could put a spanner in the works is going to be Nats. It's only going to be the one, though. Yumpy now isolated to the site, but we've seen him in this position so many a time, and he can just try and almost sit back. It's going to force him into a singular angle. He almost has to try and find something off the back of this, and I don't know what's happened with Kellogg's. He's gone out with a pistol in hand, but somehow, just about, Avova has managed to hold on to that one.
They've seen a 2-2 split, so not really a correct way to go. That flash was good. Great work from Mixwell. This has been a stellar round from him, and what better time to show up like this.
Ooh, does Boo overpeak this? I don't know if they'll necessarily expect Yumpy to be playing. An operator swings out, and actually they've stopped watching. He's been able to get away with one for free. The TP across is going to be a nasty surprise. Again, Redgar just pulling out those TikTok plays into a 3v2 scenario. Yumpy playing so aggressive, and there's no way he gets away with that one. The nade kills off Redgar as well, and we are heading to overtime on Fracture. And in the meantime, it looks like an almost immediate rotation as well.
That B main push was spotted instantly. In fact, they tried to take it. The flash was seen. They're waiting. They're calling it, and now they're looking to contest on the other side of the map. But look where the spike is. Where's it going? On the floor. That's where. Good kill from Yumpy. ×2. Well held. And Team Heretics have to fight back now with a massive disadvantage. The back foot, most certainly what they're on, with the spike dropped in the open. And the final two players nowhere near entering into this site. This is going to be tough.
Clearing out. Even just Soulcast is going to be difficult. Having to wait for that poison orb, but you know that he's likely just around this corner. It's being cleared. A lot of damage done on Taboo, and he'll eventually get it through. It doesn't take any damage. And there's still plenty of time to play with. That's the one thing that Heretics actually do have on their side, is they don't have to rush.
Yeah, 40 seconds. As we said, the spike's down in the open, but it's retrievable. One smoke. That's all they had, and now they've burned it up. The wide angle left open towards the spawn. Devova's just going to creep his way up and creep his way back. Spike now retrieved, dodging the bullets as he goes, but whether that was blind or not, Boo's being taken down, and Avova has to do it all alone. The nade is still online, and that's going to cause no problems whatsoever. A whiff nade, a mistake that hopefully won't come back to cost them. Team Liquid, yeah, they close it out anyways, 13-12. One more needed here in overtime. Taking out the Viper as well, so much more utility just left them. There goes your second controller as well. Redgar now on the floor. He'd used his paranoia, but he won't be able to get any more smokes up late into the round. They're starting to fade as well, so holes developing in this push, and well, they need to find some leg to stand on the way back through. That just hasn't been offered up, with Mixwell doubling down on his site hold. And with two players still close by, this seems to be an impossible scenario for the utility-less safe. First one, certainly safe with him.
30 seconds left.
1v5, still to be had.
Yeah, they're just not going to give him anything. Like, he's even expecting people to be in the smoke at this point, but everybody just basically playing passive, watching for where he will be in a good round from Mixwell as well. To set up, already waiting, holding on to Dish. This is very, very one-dimensional, but Safe goes running through. Just gets caught out straight away. Again, it comes down to this man on the site. How many can he take? How much can he hold? Maybe not. Redgar's found a double, and now Nat springs to life. Even just keeping that man advantage going. And the spike still needs to get into position. Get that plant down, but both players are on the site.
Snakebite already fired out. Boo knows that he's got opponents coming from drop. He's good on the fight to start with the damage, but he's not able to convert a kill. Nobody is, except for Team Liquid. 3 left alive. Likely to lead this push. He's got the spike. Look, players coming around him close, and he pulls out a soak at just the wrong time. That's a disaster. The spike's down up top. He's got to go retrieve it, and they have no chance of getting in.
They're the full force now rotating. Mixwell expecting aggression, just waits for them to walk into his arms. This round is just screwed. They have to try and reclaim tower with next to nothing, and all the meantime trying to work out where everybody else is. They've only spotted those two players, but that's been enough. They know where Boo is, but Nats can't save them this time. Again, a blunder for Liching super deep in toward Arcade, so they can now gamble these players on this side of the map. Kellogg's opting to take the space, but again, it just looks so easy for Nats. Don't go near this man's sight! Just decimates them on the entry. He's called upon so many times in this series. And while Zeke of Over, how do they turn this? How could they possibly turn this?
You got 3 guys on top of you. They've got the spike. The spike's on the high ground as well. You're going to have to jump to get that. Or at least wrap around, look at it, and pressure F. F is exactly it. All in the chat, 15 to 14.
It's been really difficult for Liquid to deal with.
Well, that same Nano causing problems, but he's up and in again! Again! The spike is left up in heaven. Evolva's holding on to it with next to no problem. The man's got a shorty in his back pocket to double down. If at first you don't succeed, just try the same thing again. What could go wrong?
10 seconds.
With 10 seconds left, I think they're finding out what could go wrong. That snake bite is even keeping them out of getting back through. That's right, that was an attacker snake bite. That was
so 7 of who's going to win an attack round.
We're all the winners here, Tom. Oh my! Was that through the smoke? It must have been. Yeah, it was. Safe just firing away. That's a great kill. Look, Kellogg's down. There's a shorty up in heaven. I love that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. Spike down already on the site. Mixwell's at least going to be able to find one. Evova's caught another, but again, these trades are coming thick and fast. This battle with Mixwell might just be everything. The smoke fading could cause him a problem, but he's wary of that flank coming through.
He's going to get orb, play lockdown. It's the only way back in here when you've got that spike down the site like that. They've given up so much space.
Look at the push. Look at the push from Yumpy. It seems like he's already expecting it. He's waiting for it. Flash there. Stun. I think that's actually caught his teammate in the swing in. There's a double player there. They're just going to pincer onto him from behind. Again, it's another defensive round as we damage. They're now just trying to delay. Zeke surely gets spammed here. Surely. This is a position that they know he was around this angle. Maybe expecting him to go back to site. It's going to get cleared. That's a huge kill from Yumpy. Might just be the beginning of the end. Mixwell left. Under pressure again. Has a little bit of support. TP already into the site. They know the Red Guard's there. He definitely can't plant. He's going to have to try and swing off this, but the orb actually helps him.
He's got a position to plant it too. And Nats is just picked off a bow, but no one's trying to deny that plant instead. They'll look for late round kills, but Nats is on his way through spawn. He'll be here in quite a while. But there's a ton of teammates to deal with as they look to make their push forward. Now they are watching their back. They know they were. He can't watch it all round, and as he turns, this guy comes around. Nats with 3 kills to close out this map, and that will be the series. 2-0 for Team Liquid.